Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? Y'all, we got some things to discuss in this video because as you guys can see from the title, I'm going to be doing 10 scents that I would not repurchase. And let me just say that a lot of these scents are going to be y'all's favorites, okay? And that's fine. That's fine that we don't all have to like the same things. That's fine that a scent can be your favorite and then I could absolutely hate it. Even if we seem to have like a similar vibe and a similar taste in fragrances, there's going to be some scents that I don't like that you love, or that you love that I don't like, and that's okay. That is what makes fragrance so fun, and that is what makes all of us so unique and different, because we can interpret the same smell differently and either love it or hate it. So this is actually going to be a two-part video because I have 20 fragrances here that right now, like as of right now, I know that I'm not going to repurchase them, but we all know that our sense of smell can change. The more we like get older, our sense of smell develops more and things like that. And just from experimenting with fragrances, you start to really learn what you like and don't like, or what bothers you and what doesn't bother you. So these items can change, but as of right now, they are not repurchases. So I know there's going to be a whole lot of chatter down in the comment section, and I'm welcoming it, okay? If these fragrances are some of your faves and you love them and everything, just let everybody know down in the comments. It's okay. You guys can let me know that you love these fragrances that I'm saying that I won't repurchase. It's totally fine. Just leave your comments down below. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So I don't even know which one I want to start with. You know what? Me and my best friend were just texting, and she just told me that she has this perfume and she loves it, and she's coming to realize that she likes white floral scents that are done right, because if they aren't done right, they can go grandma real quick. And I 100% agree with her on that. And that is why I don't like a lot of heavy, strong floral or white floral perfumes. So the perfume that she was telling me about is Gucci Guilty Pour Femme. Now she actually loves this one, and I was letting her know that this is not for me because it is giving very much 90s, very much dated, very much old school in my opinion. This to me smells very, very similar to what is it, Elizabeth Taylor White Diamonds. This 100% reminds me of that perfume that my mom used to wear, my aunt used to wear. Pretty much everybody's mom, I think, back in the 90s used to wear white diamonds, and this perfume reminds me of that a lot. I'm not saying that they are dupes for each other, and if I'm being completely honest, I haven't smelled white diamonds in years, but whenever I smell this perfume, that is the mindset that it puts me in. And for that reason, like I said, to me it's giving very much dated, very much 90s, very much old school, and I don't really want to smell like this. When I wear this perfume, I do mix it with other things because it does have like this expensive luxury department store type of vibe to it, but once again, with the white florals and everything, it definitely does give grandma, it definitely does give like an older perfume. So the only time that I could really enjoy this is when I mix it with something else, so that it kind of can calm down the white florals, and then mostly what you get is like that luxury feel from this fragrance. But this is definitely one that I would not repurchase, and this is only a 30 ml. So really and honestly and truly, I could drink this down like my girl over at Perfume Playground always says. I could drink this juice down, but I'm not in any rush to finish it because I don't love it. Okay, now this one is going to be really controversial, and that's okay. That's okay. I've actually stated multiple times that I don't love this fragrance, but this is Burberry Her Edp. So many people love this fragrance, and I am just not one of them. I always say that this perfume reminds me of that measuring tape gum that we used to have when we were kids. It smells just like that, that powdery red flavored gum. That is what Burberry Her smells like to me. It's not a bad fragrance. I don't like hate this fragrance, and I don't even really dislike it. It's just not a fave of mine. It's not something that I would reach for all the time. It's not a go-to. It's definitely not top 10. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. So it's a nice fragrance. It's feminine, it's delicate, it's pretty, but it's just not my fave at all. Now the EDT, y'all, the EDT is on my wish list. I will be filming my perfume wish list after this video, so you guys will be getting that coming soon. Y'all, that EDT hands down is beating out the EDP 100%. The EDT is fresher, it's fruitier, it's prettier, it's more feminine. Like this one, yeah, no, I would not repurchase this, and this is only a 30 ml as well. And it won't be coming back into the collection because once I get that EDT, y'all won't be able to tell me nothing. Okay, since we're sticking with controversial, let's do another one. Let's do another controversial scent. I am not gonna repurchase. This is not my fave. I don't love it. Everybody else does, but not me. This is Georgio Armani C Fiori. It's not it for me, okay? It's not it. And I remember when I first got this perfume, I even stated how I had seen a lot of people talk about this fragrance and they were head over heels in love with it and they just could not get enough of this perfume. They said it smelled like a strawberry milkshake to them. It was just so creamy and fruity and pretty. And when I first got this and I smelled it, I was like, strawberry milkshake where? Like, wait, first of all, there's no strawberry in this. Like, the fruit notes in this is black currant. This has neroli, I believe, or orange blossom or something. It has that kind of like fresh white floral feel and like a little tinge of something like citrusy as well. And then it's very much so powdery. It's also vanilla sweet, but this doesn't smell like a strawberry milkshake to me. This is not a gourmand fragrance at all to me. This is more of a chipper fragrance, if I'm saying that right. Chipper fragrance. And that's exactly what they described this as. So that's what it smells like to me. So this is not that the reason why I don't like this fragrance or the reason why I won't repurchase this fragrance is because it was a disappointment from the way that other people described it. Just even in and of itself, like, I don't know, there's something about this perfume that I just, when I'm wearing it, I get tired of it really quickly. I don't know, I think it's the combination of like the powderiness and that neroli, the mossy green type of smell that I get from this. That's just not doing it for me. I do not see where everybody says this smells like a strawberry milkshake because that's not what I get from this at all. So for that reason, I would not repurchase it. And this is a 50 ml bottle. Okay, this fragrance, I bought this one. This was like at the very beginning of my perfume journey when I was just experimenting and I was just buying perfumes without really knowing what I wanted to have. This is Escada Magnetism, and I thought that all the Escadas were pretty much the same, just this really heavy fruit bomb. You know, might be a little aquatic, might be a little green, but for the most part, they're a fruit bomb. And no, it's different. Like, they definitely have different categories within their fragrance house, and this one is not like their other scents. This one definitely has more of a green element to it. This is not a bad perfume. I actually would wear this one, and I've put like a little bit of a dent in it, if you guys can see, because it's not a bad scent at all. This perfume has at least 20 fragrance notes in it. There is so much going on in this perfume, but in the mid notes, it has a lot of green grassiness going on in it. And I think that is the reason why I don't love it enough to want to repurchase it, because I can definitely smell the fruitiness and the sweetness. It does have a tinge of a gourmand element in the dry down, because I believe this has some vanilla and some caramel and stuff like that, but it's just not, I feel like the additional green notes just threw it off for me. So I would not repurchase Escada Magnetism. And I know that this was a fave of so many people, if I'm not mistaken, back in like the early 2000s, I think, if that's what I heard. But yeah, so no, I wouldn't repurchase this one. Okay, one of the most expensive fragrances I have in my collection is not a repurchase, and I've actually talked about this one before, but in case you're new here or you need a little bit of a refresher, I'm letting you know that I would not repurchase this scent. It's not a favorite of mine, it's not a like of mine. It's just, it just doesn't do it for me, and that is Killian Angel's Share. So again, I bought into the hype of this one. I bought into the hype of people describing this as smelling like a cinnamon roll. I bought into the hype of people saying that this one smelled like a decadent treat with just like a hint of some Hennessy aspect. I bought into the hype, and this just doesn't do it for me. This is very much unisex, and y'all know how I feel about the unisex fragrances. I just, for the most part, I don't like unisex fragrances. I want to smell feminine, and that is it, and that is just a personal preference, you know what I'm saying? So with this one, it really does like teeter in the middle of feminine and masculine, because I feel like because of the sweet notes that you get from this, like there's a creaminess, there's a sweetness, but then there's also like a heavy cinnamon note. There's also that heavy Hennessy note that makes it smell more like a men's fragrance. So because it's like teetering on that feminine masculine border, I'm not with it. I just don't like this fragrance. It does not smell like a super gourmand sweet cinnamon bun to me, and when I smell this fragrance, that's not what I get. So for that reason, I just, and I've let it sit. I've let this sit in my collection for, I think we're probably going to be going on 2 years with this fragrance in my collection. Maybe 2 years, I don't know, but we're going on having this fragrance in my collection for a little while. And as you guys can see, there is no dent, there is no anything, because I always just try this fragrance on a small part of my body, and I try to see if I can, you know, get with it, and it's just like, nah, I don't love it. I don't love it. I have mixed this with some other things to sweeten it up, and that's the only way that I can wear it, is if I wear it with something that's already gourmand, already super sweet. Like, that's the only time I can get with this fragrance. So yeah. And while we're on the topic of Killian, let's just go ahead and knock this one out of the park. So this is actually a little decant atomizer from Royal Scents, and this was when I was subscribed to them and I was trying out different were they niche or designer, I don't know. I was just trying out different perfume brands to see what I would like, and I ended up buying Killian Love Don't Be Shy. This is a fragrance that I know I would not purchase the full size of, but even if it were to be gifted to me or something, I know I wouldn't repurchase it like on my own. I know that I would not want this fragrance. I would not ask for this fragrance, you know what I'm saying? I've tried it and I've tried it and I've tried it. I even have a dupe of this from Be Layered, and I just can't get with this fragrance. Killian Love Don't Be Shy is not for me. This very much so gives me root beer. This very much so gives me powderiness. Like, there's no sweet marshmallow in here like most people describe it as. It's definitely a more powdery marshmallow fluff, and I definitely get the orange blossom heavy in this. It's not like a super sweet fragrance. Like, people have described this as being super bubblegummy, sweet, gourmand, and it's not that for me. This is definitely a floral, powdery, marshmallow fluff type of smell, and then I also get root beer. So it's not a love for me, but once again, it's something that I can mix with other things to kind of get the vibe that I'm going for, you know what I'm saying? But on its own, no, it's not for me, and I will not repurchase. Okay, what's next? Another fave. I have seen people go through like bottles of this fragrance. They have gone through bottles of this, and I think this is the company's best-selling fragrance, and it's not for me. It's not for me. This is Lancome's La Vie est Belle. This is a big 100 ml bottle, and there's no dent, as you guys can see. I am not in love with La Vie est Belle. I'm just not in love with it. I wouldn't say it's not my scent profile, but I don't know, it's something about this that just, it doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't resonate with me. I almost kind of get this chemical smell from it. I don't know, it's just not my thing. And I got this big old bottle because I think it was like a sale going on, a promotion going on. I had Ulta points and everything, and once again, this was at the beginning of my perfume journey, so I think I got this big old bottle for $20. And so I was like, well, why not? You know, like, why not? It's everybody else's fave, so let me try it and see how much I'm gonna like it. And no, it's not my fave. This is not a repurchase at all, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. I would not repurchase this. All right, so a fragrance that I do actually like, because I know it seems like most of these fragrances I don't like, but it is what it is. But a fragrance that I actually do like, but I just wouldn't repurchase, is Ariana Grande's Sweet Like Candy. Now, this is definitely right up my alley. This is sugary sweet, feminine, pretty, easy and effortless, like an easy reach fragrance. You just know you're gonna smell good when you wear this. It's crowd pleasing. No one is gonna be like, oh my God, you smell like candy, that is so offensive, or you smell like cotton candy and I can't take it. Nobody's gonna be like that when you wear this fragrance. But the reason why I would not repurchase this is because I actually like Ari better than this. I feel like Ari is more sweet than this one. You know, like, this one is definitely sugary sweet and it's pretty. It smells like the color pink. It's very, very nice. I do really like it, but I like Ari a lot more than this one. So for that reason, I don't think that I need to have this in my collection. It's not like a really, really strong like for me. It's not a love or anything like that. So yeah, I just feel like I wouldn't need it in my collection. It's very unnecessary. So that is why I would not repurchase this one. Last two fragrances that I would not repurchase, Olympia. I would not repurchase Olympia because I have been told while wearing this perfume that I'm wearing a very strong cologne, and I've been told that by multiple people. So I'm just like, once again, I don't like unisex fragrances. I don't like to smell like I'm wearing a men's cologne. I like to smell like I'm wearing a feminine fragrance, like a feminine perfume. And if that's not what it's gonna give me, then I don't really want it. You know what I'm saying? And for Olympia, I like it more so after it dries down. The first initial blast of this perfume is very strong, very white floral, very salty. So I definitely get the men's cologne reference. But to me, it smells so much better when it dries down. I feel like it definitely smells like more of a vanilla white floral salty fragrance, and I can get with it in the dry down. But if people are going to be telling me that I'm wearing a very strong cologne, it's not coming back into the collection. And that's not necessarily to say that I am very influenced by what other people are saying about the scent that I'm wearing, because I'm very much so wear what you want to wear what you like and all of that stuff. But because I can actually detect what they're saying when it comes to this perfume, that it smells like a men's cologne, I can detect that myself. That lets me know that I don't want the perfume, so I will not be bringing this back into my collection. And then the very last scent we have here to talk about is a celebrity fragrance, and this is my second time having this fragrance. This is Nicki Minaj Pink Friday, and I remember I got this as a gift when I was younger, and I love the scent. I really did enjoy it. I wore it and I got good use out of it, and it was everything when I was wearing it that time. And so I repurchased it when I got on my perfume journey, because I'm like, oh, you know, like I did like this perfume back then, so let me buy it again, nostalgia and everything. And no, back then when I was wearing it, I did not research fragrance notes. I did not look up to see what this perfume smelled like. I got it as a gift and I kind of just wore it because it was, you know, really, really nice. It was cute. It was girly. You know, Nicki Minaj was all the hype, and it was just a nice, fruity, fun perfume. But now that I know what I like and I researched fragrance notes and everything like that, this perfume smells absolutely nothing like what it says that it's supposed to smell like. So I definitely get the star fruit and everything in here. I get the fruity notes. There's something also like a little bit aquatic about this scent, but where's the vanilla and the caramel and whatever else is in the dry down? Like, where is all of that? Because there's no vanilla in here, there's no caramel. Like, I don't get anything gourmand sweet about this when it dries down on my skin. I really just get this fruity, watery, aquatic smell. And I don't know, just because of that, I don't feel like I need this perfume in my collection. This is not a necessity perfume for me. I was happy to buy it again and have it again, and the nostalgia and everything, and it's nice sitting in my collection. But as far as bringing it back into my collection once it's gone, it's not coming back. So yeah, that is it. So you guys, those are the 10 fragrances that I will not repurchase and I will not bring back into my collection. I will have part 2 coming very, very soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about my picks? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Go ahead and sound off down in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know that you enjoyed it. If you're new, sis, thank you so much for watching. You should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification, so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.